Welcome to Daggers and Shadow Daddies.
We're your hosts, Ryan and Adriana.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Warning, this podcast contains explicit content.
Don't drop the soap, it's gonna get dirty.
It's all vibes and no facts.
Which one's the Shadow Daddy? The sexy one? Adri, tell me about the last 2 chapters of this book in depth, please.
I think this series ended so satisfyingly for everyone except for Manon.
What do you mean?
What do you mean what I mean? She's the only one who experienced such a deep loss. She lost the 13.
Okay, what about A-Rod's dad?
Boo-hoo.
You know what I'm talking about?
Gabriel.
Ulrich. No, what's his son's name again?
Adian.
There we go. Yeah.
Who ended up with Lysandra. I was really hoping she would
Shapeshift into a monster and eat his ass?
Yeah, just be done with him. He pissed me off, but it's fine. I get why she forgave him, but I didn't forgive him fast enough.
You know what I didn't like? The fucking tears that, take the blood oath. It's been yours since birth. Take it now, baby. So fucking
What about the blood oath to his dead dad?
yeah, fucking weird. Like, what the hell, man? And his dad never even got the blood oath.
Yes. Yeah. Well, technically,
No, he didn't receive shit.
she dropped blood in his mouth.
Yeah.
Am I being crazy? That happened, right?
I don't think so.
I think
No,
Gabriel was dead.
You think posthumously he
Yeah, that happened. She dropped
posthumously
blood.
he was given the blood oath.
Yeah, before Adian, out of respect of the sacrifice that Gabriel made.
Oh god, that might be right. I hope it's not. I think I might have just got that out of my brain.
I gotta go find it.
You don't need to. Gabriel was probably one of my favorite characters in this book that never got any fucking time.
Until he died.
Yeah, but and he was always like this quiet, quick little anchor point of reason.
Overall, though, thoughts?
That's a 4-star book.
What? I was putting it up there like,
You literally gave it 5. Don't
I did say 5, which then put us at a 4.5, which I was fine with.
I think it's fine, but I think that we could have done some of this in the book prior.
I'm going to save my, not complaints,
Critiques?
my critiques for the end. I'm not going to talk about them this
Show
early
me
on.
your critiques, baby.
I want to focus on all the great things that happened. Great book. Such a great,
Culmination.
so much better than the last book.
Oh, yeah, but the
So
last
much
book,
better.
okay, yes and no. It was, but also everything that happened all happened fast in this book. A lot happens in
Yes.
this book.
Very quickly, and that seems to be a common critique, but we're not getting into critiques.
Oh, yeah, I've not read anybody else's input into this. I know nobody else's thoughts. I know, yeah, Manon's whole thing. Oh,
Devastating.
yeah, when the 13 are like, we only need us 12, baby. And then they cruise off into the sunset, kamikaze zero style.
Yeah.
Oh,
Went out. 12 bombs. Boom, boom, boom.
fucking sad.
Yeah.
I'm so
And
bummed
she had to
out.
watch it.
Well, she
she's
didn't have
just
to. She
helpless.
could have looked the other way. Like, cool guys don't look at explosions, especially when they're your friends.
But yeah, it's...
The real bombs were the friends Manon made along the way.
And I was so... You were not as emotional as I was with the moment of Dorian learning what his dad's real name is. You figured it out.
Well, when he brought up that I took your dad's name from the world, and then it was, I just want to know my dad's name. There were 2 options the whole time.
What?
There were only 2 options where it would have meant anything.
I'm like, what is it? What could it be? I have no idea. And I'm just waiting anxiously, impatiently, like, come on, just say his name. I'm there with Dorian, like, just say it. And you the whole time are like, all right, we got 2 options.
Yeah, just pick one.
What are the 2 options you thought? Dorian
or
versus...
Erewhon. Those are the only 2 options it could be.
No.
That would have any sort of meaning. What else could it have been?
I didn't put...
Gavin. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I'm just dumb.
No, I think you got something from it that I did not.
You
And
also solved I don't even want to go back and listen to the things I said. I remember that you said that you knew Amarantha's little thing, and I'm not going to say it just for the sake of we have the strict rule of not bringing up spoilers in other books.
Yeah.
You solved it so quickly, and I was just in denial. It's my memory of it. That there's no way it could be that.
Yeah. To be fair, that was an even more predictable series than this is. Now, what I really liked about this, though, the character of Maeve got so much depth in this book that she didn't get in any of the other, 7? How many books are there total? 8?
Yes, 8.
So in the other 7 books, Maeve is sort of a weird, ubiquitous, evil pressure. And she actually got a personality in this book. So much so that in the 2 chapters that she's actually interacting, my flabbers were gasted.
And an excellent villain. Her mental mind games.
As opposed to her physical mind games, which were weak. No, I would agree.
Excellent.
I totally agree. And again, I cannot give the voice actor enough credit for this. Wow. The talent. Unbelievable. The personality she's able to convey just in her voice. Unbelievable.
It was great.
Erewhon, how did you feel about him?
That's part of my critiques that I'm saving for later.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Can I give something that I think I'm going to give him some credit for?
Sure.
Erewhon was given a distinct personality that wasn't just evil, and he was given a reason and a rationale for his nonsense. However flimsy it may be, I liked that it wasn't just domination.
Oh, like the motivation to find Irene because she is the key to making keys.
Yeah, and the idea that I want my brothers back. So cool. They did so much with him. I don't want to talk about the 3-faced goddess.
Was that even included?
The 3 goddesses. The goddesses who the deal was they were going to take Erewhon.
Oh, right. Did that happen in these chapters or the last chapters?
That's in these chapters where they were like, actually, nah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to go back here and see when that is, but I think that was somewhere around chapter 90.
We ended on chapter 80. Chapter 81, it's a Lysandra and Adian perspective. They are all alone. They're down to their last fire lances, I believe.
The last muffin.
Evangeline is talking with Darrow. Those two become close, and he's trying to help her have a purpose, have a mission.
Man. And a guy that also got a personality. What a dickhole that turned out to be awesome. Not awesome, but he turned out to be... He got a fucking personality out of nowhere. I really, really, really respect... You'll catch me being not exactly the world's biggest Sarah J. Maas fanboy. Of all of these books that we've read, and now most of Sarah J. Maas's catalog... This book, she did so well with giving them personality outside of purpose.
It was fantastic.
I totally agree.
Last minute relationship between Darrow and Evangeline, fantastic.
Her maturity as a writer really showed off in these last 2, actually, as much as the other book wasn't your cup of tea. And not necessarily mine. Her ability to convey a story well is astronomically better. It felt full. Does that make sense? It was like broth made with marrow.
And that's where it ended so satisfyingly that I didn't feel left on any cliffhanger at all.
No? All right.
There were a couple moments and I didn't write them down, though.
I will agree. I don't feel like there was any cliffhanger. I do feel like the book was given a chapter limit of 120 chapters. And she pushed it just a little past, but she could have gone for 130, if that makes any sense.
To extend the fight scene or to extend the tying up loose ends?
The loose ends could have been given more than just, well, now that the bad guys are gone, everything is solved.
Oh, I'm opposite. I felt like the loose ends would drug on.
It did, but it drug on because it all happened at one time. If they would have been sprinkled throughout a little bit, some of those loose ends didn't require this big bad to be gone for that to happen.
What do you mean? For Lysandra and Adian?
Why did everybody have to be dead before they could?
The war had to be over.
Why? What rule was there? The war had to be over before those two could speak and be empathetic and loving toward one another. That didn't have to happen.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Alien was on his deathbed like 4 different times in this. And it's not that it's all bad, but we didn't need it all to wrap up quite so Disney Channel original movie style.
It made me think of the Lord of the Rings ending, where it was
yes,
very dreamy. And everyone's like running in slow motion.
It's ethereal. And but it also all happens right now. And that's where I'm like, man, some of this stuff, Dorian and Manon, I get them not wanting to put more permanent stuff in there, but there could have been moments that slowly led us more into this than what we got in the end. If that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah, I think I was fine with it, though.
Okay. I just, it made me disinterested in the ending. So I was like, all right, yeah, I get it. Everybody gets a happy ending.
Except for Manon.
No, Manon and Dorian kind of did.
That doesn't make up for her losing her 13.
Well, no, but I mean, other people lost their parents and everything else in this one. So, yeah, she lost her 13, but she's not the only one who got some loss. I would agree with you that hers outweighs almost everybody else's. Actually, the one who got the happiest ending of the whole bunch, who do you think it was? I have strong opinions on this.
Fleetfoot.
What was Fleetfoot's happiest part of this?
She found some land that she didn't really consider would be really great for Fleetfoot, I thought.
Okay.
I don't remember. Wherever
Fleetfoot frolicking, that's the number one?
Yeah.
You know what? Cool. I think Fleetfoot could have been a bigger part of this book, too. Or maybe 6 of these other books.
What were you going to go with?
K-Hole. K-Hole had the best story of everybody as far as the ending goes. The most satisfying conclusion.
Tell me more about it. How so?
So he's got a child on the way. He runs his daddy's place now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's a king or whatever.
Yeah, he's a lord of some lands or whatever. His wife is like the most powerful healer to have ever lived. His mom is coming home.
Yes.
To be with him.
And his brother.
Everything ever that ever went wrong for K-Hole worked out so quick. And all he had to do was knock up the most powerful healer in the world.
You think that's better than Aelin and Rowan's ending?
Yeah, I do. Their parents are still dead. Rowan still has to semi-grapple with the pretend loss of a mate that really wasn't his. She still has extreme PTSD from her torturous time with Maeve. Yeah, they've still got a lot of shit to work through, even though they are currently living happily. The kingdom as a whole is not just going to accept her for who she is. You're still going to have the racists, the bigots and stuff that live there that have been harboring these feelings and agreed with the previous regime. Remember, some of the people that went to work for Erewhon went to work for him because they agreed with his politics. So you still got all of that you need to squash.
I think I'm just annoyed that you're saying that K-Hole got the best ending.
Okay, what's wrong with K-Hole's life?
I'm not saying there is.
He's got 2
I'm just
functioning legs.
I'm so annoyed that you're saying it.
But I think it's accurate.
No.
He just had the most complete ending. He suffered the least amount of loss of everybody, including his wife, for that matter. There's not even a shaky pregnancy about now. Like, everything is coming up K-Hole.
His wife lost her mom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She had a bad time. K-Hole did not. K-Hole's dad didn't send letters that his mom had been writing to him the whole time. He eventually got to see all of these letters, knowing that his mommy loved him. Finishes a war, and immediately his mom's like, "Hey, baby, I knew I loved you so much, and I missed you terribly. Now that you're in charge, I want to come hang out with you. Is that cool?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, we'll clear out a room in the castle. Hey, do you mind if your brother comes?" "No, he's cool, too." "Oh, good, because he loves you a whole bunch, and he really looks up to you. You were the greatest thing ever, too." Yeah, no, K-Hole has the world's greatest ending. And I think I just don't like K-Hole enough to be happy for him.
That's why I'm mad that you brought this up.
Oh, okay.
That's not fair.
Sorry.
Well, I was going to say something that I really, really loved about this entire series is I thought this was all about Aelin, and Aelin is this chosen one, the Neo of the series, but she's really not. It's everybody, because Irene is incredibly important, Dorian is incredibly important, and Manon is. They all have these special places.
And as much as I hate to admit it, so is
Rowan, yeah. That it's all about this whole, and you don't have this chosen one. Because I was thinking it was going to be Aelin, who ended all of this, ended the war, and she was a part of it, but she wasn't the only one.
But do we see this war as a little bit like the war on drugs?
What? Why?
You can't really win this. You have a lot of people with horrible ideals
I think people
that
just
aren't going to
wanted
change.
people just wanted change. Nalen's bringing it, and the book ends with
Some people wanted change. Many
the
people.
flower.
Many people wanted change.
The flower was a sign that this was all the right choice, and everyone lives happily ever after.
There's a right choice for everyone, is what you're trying to say.
Yup. No, don't dive into this. Don't you dare.
Okay.
Don't you dare.
I won't. I realize that I'm on very thin ice this episode.
I feel like you are gonna walk this into communism next.
I didn't bring it up, but since you did.
No, please don't.
No, I won't. All I'm saying is, yes, the book had this tidy ending, but it managed to give us so much complexity in the difficulties of what they all went through without realizing that some of those difficulties remain. Even after these obviously bad guys are gone, not every problem is solved simply by those people no longer being involved.
They got this.
And that's the
They
exact
got
thought,
this. I
that's the
trust
exact thought the book has. It's like, don't worry, there are no problems now.
Exactly.
That
They
was
got
all
this.
the issues we had
all
before.
downhill from here.
I'm sure the only reason the Pirate Lord existed to begin with was because of those two bad guys.
Exactly. We don't have to worry about them. They're all besties.
And don't worry, the best way to ensure that there is world peace is by having a world-ending superpower who
She
governs
doesn't have
everybody
it
else.
anymore.
Dorian is
What? Forget about
insanely
him.
powerful.
Forget about him.
Nobody
He's
can
fine.
fuck with Dorian.
Yeah, he's like a god level power. Nobody has that level of power there.
To be
Aelin
fair,
was-
he always was. I think he was more powerful than Aelin ever was. Aelin's power was crazy, but she had to stockpile shit to do half the things that he just did.
So the gods are gone, and let's go into our chapters.
Okay.
Let's go into our chapters.
Yeah, because it's complicated.
It starts off with Darrow and Evangeline having their moment, him trying to give her a purpose and whatnot. Lysandra and Adian are
Evangelina Jolie. Is that what you're trying to say?
trying to prepare for the war as the Erewhon's men are showing up.
The war on drugs.
Exactly. And
Drugs win.
as it's about to happen, As it's about to happen, Manon shows up.
They're pretty fucking concerned, I might add.
Yes, they're about to attack them. And the Kraken witches, I believe 5,000 witches came to the rescue.
All on brooms. We're talking
Yes.
classic witch stuff here.
Yeah, you only have
You know how
13
clean that
wyverns.
castle could be?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why am I in trouble? 5,000 magic women showing up with cleaning supplies and nobody's at all thinking we can really do some work here. Let's spruce this place up.
No.
Can you imagine like they're training their brooms like, 1, 2. I'm making sweeping motions while I'm doing this.
I could kick you in the face right now.
I'd like it.
No.
You gotta admit that's a funny prospect.
I didn't even think of it.
It's like Merry Maids is on their way.
It's so messed up.
Well, not because they're women, because they have brooms.
You sure about that?
Yes, 100%. Some of them may be a rare man. The Crockett's are like nurses. They're not all women, but it's a pretty safe assumption.
I hate you so much. Why are you doing this to me? The witches showed up on the only sole purpose of them for flying on
Dustbusters.
No. That's all I could say. I didn't even think of it. Why didn't I usually have a general idea of where you're gonna take things.
Show you where I'll take things. In my butt.
It goes back.
That's a joke. Don't put anything in my butt.
I'll put that broom up your ass.
And you catch me sweeping, baby. Here's my strut do strut my way on over to you. Hey, there you go. There's a song you guys should listen to. Strut.
Bye.
Oh, fuck. I gotta look this up. Something Asaurus. Let's see. Why don't you just do this part while I look up the music? I'll do the important bits.
Well, Dorian did not get hunted down by Erewhon. Erewhon truly had no idea that he was there, and he got away with the 3 keys, and he finds a secret spot and summons Gavin to tell him he has them and plans to take them to Aelin so they can decide what to do. Again, I'm going to give a disclaimer. I am getting my notes from...
Strutting by Thumpasaurus.
Okay, well, that is not where I'm getting my notes from. Here's your guys' song recommendation. Reviews from a bookworm.blogspot. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Thank you, Bookworm.
Yes. So I do not want to take credit.
I do.
That.
That's my pseudonym.
I don't even think he gets any information from Gavin on what to do with the keys. He just talks to Gavin.
If Gavin knew all that shit, he would have been more effective.
Gavin doesn't know shit. I think Gavin showed up several times in this book and hasn't known anything. Is Maeve a Vogue? I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I believe he said no.
No. Yeah, he did. He just
I would like
said
to end that I knew more than Gavin.
You did. And then the second time he was summoned, he was like, please tell me something. He's like, no. He's like, what?
Why the fuck do I keep summoning you?
Yeah.
Don't ask her on a straight tequila night.
Stop it.
Sorry. I've got stuff stuck in my head. Reread.
Goes back while Dorian's doing that. The Krakens are fighting the Iron Teeth. Lysandra is fighting. The Vogue Prince and Adian fight. And Adian tries claiming credit for taking that prince out. He did not. Somebody else did that. Ren did it with a fire lance. And I think later Adian's like, yeah, well, he didn't survive after I was done with him.
You should see the other guy. And Ren's like, yeah, you should. I fucking destroyed that dude.
So that's one of Adian's close calls. And I don't think he properly heals ever again. Because he's trying to go back out to fight because he feels like a wimp healing.
Yeah, well, an ineffective warrior that just keeps showing back up out there. That guy sucks. He's a weird little cousin fucker. Well, he didn't fuck his cousin.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, sorry. That's Rowan.
Back to Aelin and Rowan. I think they're moving through on a secret path, or they're getting ready to. At some point, they meet the little folk, and they're like, we'll take you on a little secret path. So these little folk all around this world,
they are the most incredible little group of navigators in like lizard mole people.
Yeah, they have to be like mole people, but they're taking like an army underground, I believe. I don't know where.
They're everywhere.
Or maybe a secret path. So
no idea.
Who knows?
What I love about these people though is they keep popping up with more crowns and stuff. They are always
another
they're
crown
like the Koroks from Zelda.
Are.
That's what I was thinking about. They just pop and go, whoo, because they never speak to her either.
No, it's all vibes. That's why I thought of like Snow White, of just good vibes from Aelin.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I thought of the Smurfs. Just mute Smurfs. I'm like, oh, they're just forest dwellers. Look at them go.
How could we forget this? As they're preparing for war.
Huh, good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Lead and Lorcan have a sex scene.
Yeah, they do. And it was weird.
Is this the one? Because there's so many of it. Is this the one
where it starts real slow? She's like, teach me how to get undressed.
Yeah, that's the one. I hated this sex
I've never gotten naked before. Please tell me how.
I feel so guilty. There are people in our book club that loved it. I love our book club members so much. They were just like, oh, how sweet, how cute. And I'm just like, nope, this was uncomfortable because I think it like fades into black because like Lorcan gives this little smirk of just like, and I know she's going to be teaching me a thing or two also. It's like,
what the fuck is she going to teach you? She's never had sex before.
Well, that's what it was. She was talking about like, oh, you better show me all the ways. And
all
then,
the ways.
Oh, you better show me everything.
Hey, how much oil
show me all the things you know, Lorcan. And then it cuts to Lorcan with a little smirk and he's just like, and I know she's going to teach me a thing or two.
And then he's like looking over at the corner and he's like, there must be baby oil around here somewhere. I did not enjoy that. What I will say is I can appreciate that it was a nervous enthusiasm that was portrayed by her. And then they gave Lorcan a little bit of nervous enthusiasm too, which I actually really liked. Well, the content of a sex scene wasn't my jam. The first time you're going to be with somebody that you really care about, even if you think you know everything there is to know about the body, in the ways in which it may or may not respond. You got butterflies. And I think it was kind of cool what they gave, our death guy butterflies.
I think Lorcan reacted exactly how he should for the scenario he was in.
Other than he was like, hey, this is pretty nice, pretty nice. And then her boobs came on. He's like, holy fuck, I can't maintain eye contact. Look at those things. It was literally...
I don't remember that. I knew that it wasn't like a full scene. It's
she
just
took
like
the wrap off her tits. And his eyes went down immediately. And she was like talking to him. She's like, and he couldn't remove his eyes. He's bad. She's just like jiggling every so often.
The power of boobs. It's really great.
Well, I just hate that they keep being like, she's got huge tits. Did you forget? Like, what the hell? And I say they as if it's a whole consortium of people. It isn't.
Enough people read this that it was approved.
They were all like, wait a minute. We've got notes. Maybe about when she takes off her top, he really gets nervous. His little heart stops. All right? Why don't we make Lorcan quit breathing for a minute, forget what air's like, because he hasn't seen nips in years.
He's been saving himself.
No, he hasn't. That's insane. He fucks men and women alike. Both and either. He's all about that life. He'll do anything for tips.
Not since he's seen a lead. He's been faithful.
Okay.
At the talking stage. What a gentleman.
Yeah, my guy.
All right, I'm done talking about that sex scene.
Yeah, it wasn't my jam either.
I remember thinking that it was weird that you all are marching, you got an evening, you're just like, I don't know. It's not that weird, actually. You and me would definitely bang on that trip.
Yeah, I would bang anytime I would be given the chance, to be fair. Baby, we could stop doing this right now.
Back to Dorian.
We don't have to stop this right now.
Dorian finds them, and they can tell immediately that he has the 3 keys.
I thought you were talking about Lorcan in a lead for a second. Dorian finds them. He's like, what the fuck? There was a bird in the corner. You guys just started having sex. I didn't want to change. And you closed the tent gap behind you. I couldn't get out. He had to just cuck the whole thing.
Awkward.
He looks over. There's another bird. It's Rowan. They were just both perched. They're like, oh, fuck, man. This is getting crazy. Rowan's like, God, I didn't think there'd be 2 of us here. There's just a little perch for him.
They stay so still that she thinks they like taxidermy or something.
Rowan's eyes just gonna keep darting over because he doesn't even know. He doesn't know Dorian is the other bird. He just thinks there's another bird to watch. He's like, the fuck, man, you're gonna blow my cover. Yeah. He realizes when that other bird starts breathing kind of heavy, he gets a little bird boner. He's like, oh shit, I didn't know that penis. That's Dorian's penis. It's just a man dick on this bird. What the fuck is wrong with that bird? You got growth. Oh, nice.
Well, we're going to talk about some death. So Dorian showed back up there, and then it cuts back to the war going on over with Adi and them. Morath is trying to get through. Iskra the Yellowlegs attacks Abraxos and Manon, and her wyvern gets his throat, but he doesn't stop. At some point, I had terrible visuals. We have Iskra Yellowlegs versus Manon. Abraxos gets attacked. Abraxos leaves, and he has to carry something across this deal, and he's getting really weak because he's losing so much blood in his throat. But then
he's losing air. His airway is what's cut off.
Petra appears, and it's this moment, and I think Petra is getting revenge for her first wyvern.
She's willing to sacrifice the second one.
Yeah, she is. Do you remember her first wyvern's name?
No.
Keely.
Oh, Keely.
Right?
Yeah, that's cool.
But anyways, those two are fighting, and they're going super high up in the air, and at some point, Iskra, the Yellowlegs' wyvern, just does like a straight down towards the ground flight.
Nosedive.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. That's the word I needed. Nosediving. I don't know why, but I think it's because Petra was like circling her, so she had no other direction to go but down.
No, it's a perverse version of the mating ritual to show that they're the toughest.
Like hawks where they have their claws onto each other?
Yep. And yeah, I think it's like a hawk or a falcon thing. It's a real similar deal. And the idea is they would separate just before splatting on the ground.
But yellow legs does not separate in time and splats right to the
This
ground.
wyvern is too big and too cumbersome, and it can't handle the way the Corvette of wyverns. What's the new one's name?
I don't know.
You didn't take a note of that one. All right,
No, I
fair
didn't.
enough. Well, but that one's clearly amazing, right? What we can agree on is we could hear Petra yelling shit to Iskra as she's zooming by. Guys, if you haven't taken a minute to see the video of, is it Three Doors Down? Or is it Nickelback?
You're thinking of Creed, One Last Breath, how it actually sounds. If you search that on YouTube, you will get the video that we're thinking of where it has him falling off of a cliff and you just hear him passing by, yelling, singing as he's about to die.
And that's all I could think of. Was just as she's zooming by, like, damn it. That's all you would hear. And that's it. Oh, man. This does make Manon's scene later even sadder.
Yeah. I feel awful for Manon's ending.
And to be fair, when this happens, Abraxos is also in dire straits.
Yeah, he's almost dead. She loses her 13.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, we're going to lose a couple witches. Not her entire family. Her entire family dead. Her grandma also died at some point in this.
She was run over by a reindeer.
By Astrid. I think Astrid.
Coming home from her house Christmas Eve.
Exactly.
You may say there's no such thing as wyvern, but as for me and Manon's grandmammy, we believe.
That was pretty quick.
Thanks.
Well, they have that incredible
Give you something
fight.
else that's pretty quick. Get it?
Morath is repairing the witch towers.
And what are the, okay, we didn't even go into this last time. The fuel for a witch tower. What is in a witch tower? Do you kind of get how it works?
I'm imagining a really janky witch tower. That's what I'm imagining.
Okay.
I'm imagining a very unstable tower with mirrors on top. And then a witch has to do the yielding, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Sacrificing her life for the power.
Yeah. So that's kind of right. I don't think it's a janky-ass tower. I believe they are well-built towers. But I think they are surrounded in these mirrors that multiply the power. And they're sacrificing 10 or 100 of them at one time. So that it's just this beam of obliteration.
Yeah, these mirrors can do all kinds of things. They can take you back in time. They can transport.
Well, hold on. Different types of witch mirrors.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think these turn into beams.
Yeah, and I don't think any of them really take you back in time. I
Well,
think they let you
that's what.
view time.
Yeah,
right?
that's all that was.
Okay. I was like, wait, we cannot introduce time travel to this universe.
No, it was like the night before Christmas. Nope.
All through the house.
What is it called?
Not a creature was stirring, not even Jack Skellington. Talking about the Nightmare Before Christmas?
No, I'm talking about the Scrooge story.
Oh, Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol. It's that type of transporting you into the past.
Phenomenon.
Do, 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 do.
Phenomenon.
So they're trying to get the witch tower up, and that's when Manana's there with Abraxos. He's dying and bleeding out, and so she's demanding another wyvern so she can go, and they're just like, no, you're going to sit this
"Bitch,
one
get me a
out.
broom.
Just punched her in the gut. And they already had it planned, and they fly out.
To be fair, they did have this planned, which I find a little odd. That witch tower had been destroyed. Now, it had been repaired. They had managed to fix the witch tower, and it had gotten a couple shots off, which was killing thousands at a time. It was a real issue for him, for sure. But the fact that these guys are like, we already talked about it. What? When? Why? Why did you guys all know that they were going to get that witch tower back up? And you guys are like, it couldn't just be 6 of us. Couldn't have picked your 7 most favorite or least favorite of the 13 and just sent them off. No, it had to be all of them.
I think because they have inside knowledge on what the witches were going to be doing.
Yeah, Manon seemed a little caught off guard by the whole thing.
Manon knew what the witches were going to do and was going to try to figure it out without sacrificing the 13. And the 13 are like, we know she would never do it. We're willing. And it was a really good tactic because it saved them several days and gave Aelin and that army time to get to them.
That's true. It was a good sacrifice. I just hated... So her second in command...
Astrid?
I was sad to see Astrid go.
Yes.
But at the same time, I kind of think, like, for Astrid, it makes sense. She'd lost everything that mattered there, except Manon.
And it was worth it to her. And I'm so mad. I'm so mad for Manon because she has to start all over.
When you say start over, do you mean she needs to get 12 more friends? What the hell are you talking about?
Just building her family. Like, she's all alone. Yes, she has Dorian, and she's like, yeah, I might make it up.
She's literally the queen of an entire other witch race. As well.
I wouldn't make that exchange. They knew she wouldn't make that exchange.
Yeah, she didn't choose it. I'm just saying, overall, Manon hasn't lost everything. She lost the 12 most people, too. And it's super sad. But she's got other stuff going for her, too.
Not enough.
Abraxos is still alive.
Thankfully. And it was so sad because...
Thank who? Thank
Aelin. Thank Dorian, actually.
Thank Dorian. In the name of the Dorian, the Aelin, and the Rowan peeping. Amen.
The moment where they're holding their hands on his neck, trying to keep it from gushing until a healer got there.
Yeah.
It's not even the best healer. It's just some measly healers.
Well, first of all the healers are important. Second of all, we can agree that none of these people studied a lot of triage. You're not putting your nasty-ass hands all up in a wound to be like this.
It was gushing.
Yeah, they could have real quickly sewed some shit together a little bit.
With what material? They have brooms.
They have metal fucking claws, homie. There's some iron teeth witches in this bitch. You got metal claws and you got some string floating around. I'm sure there's string abound. If not, you got brooms. Yeah, fucking use some of the twine.
I think I'm not over the fact that Manon lost so much.
That's true. She did.
How about save a majority of the 13, we take out Lorcan, save a few more of them, and we take out Adian. You save all of them.
And we get rid of Aelin.
Take out
Rowan. Give me Rowan. We could have lost.
Oh, we're not losing Rowan.
Then we could lose Aelin. Who else would you?
Okay, I'm going to feel bad.
You're not.
In order to save the 13, we get rid of Lorcan, we get rid of
Fenris,
Adian, and Fenris.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say
those three.
Fuck that. Fenris stays.
Yep, those three. So then Manon has her 13. Maybe one of the 13, but it's literally...
What do you think Adian was worth in this exchange? He was already beat to shit.
Yeah, just give him a couple more
You're just
hours.
throwing Adian in there just as a sacrificial lamb. He's not doing anything.
I'm just being hard.
I think we got to get rid of Rowan.
No.
If you're getting rid of 3, Rowan is a valuable but not
3
necessary.
main characters for 1 good side character and 11...
Do you think Manon is a side character?
No, Astrid.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. And then the twins. We love the twins.
The twins could have died, and then we can keep...
Wait, what do you mean? Why are you
Then we
sacrificing
can-
2 of the twins?
Well, if we lose 2 of the twins, Lorcan and Adian, and we keep Fenris, that's fine too. So then everyone loses a little.
I don't love the exchange.
And not
rate.
just
Come on.
Manon, because I'm so mad that she lost so much.
I would give you this. You're right. It is sad. Manon sacrificed far too much. Well, the 12 of the 13 did. I don't know, man. I think it was kind of necessary. It is one of the more satisfying sad moments. If nobody who I wanted to not die, if everybody would have stayed alive that I wanted to stay alive, it wouldn't have mattered. I'm a little bummed that as many lived as they did.
I'm kind of with you. We had a long list going. I kind of cheated and I listed a lot of people ready to die. So I can't, even if I was right on any of them, I wasn't right.
We could write a companion book where Rowan dies.
Why the fuck are you trying to kill him off?
I just
Stop
don't
it.
care about him at all.
So Aelin has to have all of this trauma and her ending as good as it could be, not better than Chaos, as you unfortunately pointed out, and lose Rowan?
Okay, we lose Rowan and Aelin.
Screw you, no.
No, we sacrifice those 2.
For the 13?
And no, we also we gotta break an egg to
In
make some
your
omelets.
story, everyone's going out.
Well, most of them go. Yes. In like a huge portion of the population. Like it's a big issue.
What?
Yeah, I think I take 3/4 of the population of this whole continent.
Why?
They're gone.
So it's more devastating?
Yeah, I think it really shows more the gravity of what's going on. We had a whole war that ended in like 4 months. Do you have any idea how impressive that would be in real life? If you had any sort of major global conflict that was like, yeah, it's been a tough 6 months, but it's done now. No, fuck that. We've had thousands and thousands of regular people gone, dead, out of there. We could take out some of the others too.
Rowan? I thought you liked Rowan.
Me?
Yeah.
You thought I liked Rowan?
Yeah, I thought he redeemed himself, you said.
No, I don't. Well, I don't dislike him as a dude, as a character. I don't know.
Get out of
He's
here.
pretty-
Get out of here with this nonsense.
Listen, I like the book a lot.
So Dorian does a noble thing. Let's get back over to Dorian.
Yeah.
Flies in, meets Aelin. They all know that he has the keys. They have a really touching moment. He sees Chaol. Chaol's walking.
He was like, meet my wife.
My wife.
She's with child already. And
He's
she
like,
got my
"What?"
legs working and my dick going, baby. He's like, God damn, when I saw you 4 months ago, you were with Nezrin. What the hell happened there? Oh, she's fucking some guy on a big eagle now.
Who's there, right? Nezrin and Sartak are with them.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, he
think
looks
they're-
over and they're fucking. He's like, I'll be a bird later. I gotta see what everybody's equipment is. If I was him, that's the first thing I'd do. I'd just be like, hey, let me see your dick. Well, I'll see it later.
No.
I'd be like,
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Shapeshift into boxers. And I'd be like, whoa. Well, not boxers. Then you're rubbing all up on their junk. I meant like you would just be around and you could make fun of their dick. But that's going to be weird if you're like, haha, your dick's weird. And they're like, oh, it was all over you. That'd be strange. We got to do that differently. Yeah, it turns out just bird.
Anyways, they have their little moment. They decide to forge the lock, right? They do a vote. Rowan is really upset about this. At some point, Rowan does a tattoo on Aelin. We now know that he was also taking some extra time to tattoo in word keys to bring her back home if it were to become necessary.
Where the fuck did he get his word key education from?
Aelin, she's been making him learn those books that they got from, I don't know, someone gave him some books at some point.
And they can all just read it all.
She told him to learn. She's like, you guys better learn.
Oh, yeah. I do love the lack of exposition.
I know this story like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
I know all the details. Ask me
Aelin
anything.
said learn.
She said
And
learn.
so they said, how much? They said, how high? And she said, that's not what I said.
All we need to know is he did it.
He did.
Secretly.
And it worked.
It did. And because he was happy that they were going to go together. And I was like, it's about goddamn time. I've been suggesting, why don't you guys go halvesies? Turns out that's not even a thing. They get in there. I was just like, no, it's not about how much it takes. It's just taking a life that is being offered.
We're taking both, baby.
Yeah. So they both cut their hands, hold their hands together. I think each of them have one in their arms and then one in their palm. Is how I imagined it. That doesn't make sense. No, I think Aelin has two of them and then they put one in their palm because she keeps one. Because he can't leave. No, that's not right either. I think they dissolve right away.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter where they were.
So here's my big issue I have with this. We get the moment where Dorian's daddy, turns out King Dorian Sr.,
Wait.
shows up.
So they go in together,
Mhm.
and then that's when Dorian's dad shows up before they're about to be dead.
Sure, and it's like an astral projection thing. They're not physically going anywhere.
I didn't know this was an option, that you could have a ghost, a dead person.
Nobody did, but he was attached to the sword. The spirit was bonded to the sword.
Fascinating. Good detail.
So that's how his dad shows up. His dad's like, don't worry, boy, I'm here. And his son's like, but daddy, you don't have the power. And he's like, I got a little bit of magic. It'll be enough so I can take your place. There was no fucking requirement for two of you to die the whole time. There was no difference. He didn't have to take Dorian's place. It could have just been, boop, sever the connection, you're fine. We're going to kill off Aelin instead.
I don't agree with you, but I don't know why.
Okay.
Because they both go in, and it's going to take both of their lives. I don't think Dorian was going to leave unless he knew Aelin wasn't going to be left alone.
Dorian didn't want to leave in any part of this. His dad kind of forced him out of it.
Well, there you go. His dad had to force him out of it because Aelin couldn't do it.
And then his dad is like, no, they'll use up my juice instead of your juice. Like, I don't know. It didn't seem necessary to me. If that little bit of magic that his dad had mattered in any way, then Dorian had more than enough for this to not be an issue. And if Aelin needed more than just what she had, she was never going to be able to do it by herself anyway. Does that make sense?
It does. It does sound like it actually was about how much power they had to offer because the dad dies a second time. And at that point, it has enough power. The gate is working. She's talking to the gods.
And it sucked all Aelin's fire magic out. I might add, the only magic she has afterward is water magic.
I like that we finally communicated with the gods in a way that they reminded me a lot of Greek gods in how they're portrayed, that they have real personalities and they can lie, they can be good, they can be all these things. And it makes sense now. They are trapped on this planet and they imbued their power into each of these people and were pushing and pressuring them into fates in order to get what they wanted. It wasn't about what was good for the people in trying to fight against Erewhon. That's not why they gave their powers to them, I don't think. It seemed like it was, we gave them these powers so we can spin this in a way to get us out of here.
Yeah.
Like it was a more selfish tactic to give Aelin her firepower, to give Dorian his, to give Irene hers, give Manon hers. Well, Manon I'm a little confused about because I think she gets hers from an ancestor.
Yeah, hers is different.
I think hers, I don't know. I don't know.
From the first Kraken, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know if she's a god.
No, I don't think so either. But witch magic is a whole different system.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Overall, it was really nice that Aelin got to communicate with them and see that these gods were so selfish that it really felt like it was all for that one moment for Aelin or somebody to open up the word gate so they can leave.
What the fuck did she trade so that they wouldn't take what's-his-face?
She said, we will keep Erewhon because the gods made a promise that they would take him.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep Erewhon if you let Elena live. Or...
Oh, yeah, you're right. If they don't condemn Elena's soul.
Yes.
And instead they just disintegrated Elena's soul.
Immediately.
And then not take Erewhon. They're like, actually, you don't fucking make the rules, we do.
Yes, and it was that moment I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter. The gods are completely selfish, and we're only going to do...
They were going to take Erewhon.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it would have been worth a shot to just not said anything. I think Aelin talked herself out of a bit of a deal.
Maybe. Maybe.
She tried to change the rules after she made the deal. And that's where they were clearly a little pissed about it. They're like, actually, no. You don't make the rules, we do.
And she's like, well, I'm in charge of this goddamn gate. Like, I'm going to send you to hell.
And she kind of did, which was super rad.
She did, yeah.
And the fire lady, which one was that? Mab.
Yeah, the one that took over her body on the ship.
Mm-hmm. Gave her a little touch of fire magic. She's like, hey, baby, don't worry about it. We'll all die when we go through here. You take this little bit of magic. It's all I can offer you right now.
So the only thing that happened with the word gate was the gods were dead.
That's literally all that happened. Well, that's not entirely true. We got a little sneak peek at another universe.
Oh, yeah. Well, so in this scene, Dorian doesn't learn that his name by this. Dorian learns that his dad had his name taken. Aelin sends them to hell. She gets a little bit of her firepower, and then she used the last bit of her magic to use the word keys to send her back home. But
No, I think her thing was she was destroying the gate behind her. So
destroying
nobody
all of it.
Yeah. And so it flung her through a gate that through the multiverse, basically. She's just falling through the multiverse.
Yes, and there's a crossover with the Akatar series must be at the end of Silver Flames.
Spoiler alert here. Spoiler alert. Quit listening if you haven't read those books. For insert 20-second gap here. Okay, Rhysand is even considered the most handsome dude in this book series.
She's like, damn.
Yeah, she's like, oh, swing. And then he like caresses her a little bit, slows her down. So
he throws magic at her to ease her
just
descent a
to
little
slow her
bit.
down a little bit. Shadows. Gently.
Yeah.
Slow down.
The handsome man.
Yeah, the unbelievably handsome Fey male with wings. And I'm like, God damn it, Rhys, you're everywhere.
And I don't know if it's toxic of me, but she didn't mention him to Rowan, so.
Not even a little bit. No, she's like, okay, so you're pretty good looking, but. Oof. Oh boy, I gotta go through dimensions more often. There's a man under a starry sky.
She flies back. She lands into Rowan. She's back into her body, like almost like a out of body experience. And she like Doctor Strange thing. Boom.
Oh yeah, I forgot the astral project.
Yeah, that's kind of how I always imagine her landing back in her body.
And they're like, "Did you do it?" And she's like, "So I got some good news and bad news. Good news, the gods are dead. The bad news, they didn't do any of the stuff they said they were gonna do. Also, the ghost of Elena is no more."
Yeah, Elena's just dead, even faster than it was before.
It was wild. She like had the spirit and like immediately to nothing.
That brings us all the way to chapter 100. It's a week after since the 13 sacrificed themselves. Ansel of the Waste tells Manon she will share the waste with her and the witches. Elide gives Aelin Silba's ring.
Wait, Ansel of the Waste?
Ansel.
Briarcliff? Is that what we're talking about right now?
Yes, she became Ansel of the Waste and Manon.
Doesn't that sound like it's a demotion? I don't know a lot about Briarcliff, but they didn't call it the Waste.
The Waste is a bigger title.
Is it really?
Yes, because it's more land.
Yeah. It's a little bit like being the king of Antarctica. Who cares? Like, whatever.
Versus the mayor of Chicago?
My point exactly. Which one actually holds more influence?
Maybe.
Oh, the penguins don't listen to me for shit. Penguins are cute.
Murtaugh was killed. Unfortunately, I don't know who Murtaugh is. There's too many names.
Oh, we should know Murtaugh. No, I don't. I know it was mentioned a bunch. He really does come up a lot, though.
He does.
Murtaugh.
Lysandra kisses Edian, and they have about 4 days of fighting. Morat's army.
Hold on. They have about 4 days of fighting after they kiss.
I worded that poorly.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The bare naked ladies.
So those two, they're making up. They're good now. I think it gets even more making up later. And they only have 4 days left until they are completely out of everything. So they're going to reserve their fire lances, be very tactful to imply that they have more going for them than they do. And they are hours away from defeat. And who shows up?
Aelin and the gang.
Aelin and the gang, and they all attack, and the Wyvern attacks Aelin, and Lysandra appears in Wyvern form and saves her.
I have a dumb question. All the Fae, we never got anybody with lightning powers.
That was going to be Dorian one day.
Wouldn't that have been
That's
cool?
future Dorian.
I'm just a little bummed out that nobody had lightning power.
No.
Oh, fire and ice. Ooh. Wind. Oh. This guy.
Oh, then we get into Gabriel's moment. Do you remember that?
Where he runs out of there to save everybody?
Yeah, there's like a gate that need to be sealed.
Yeah, because the Volg and shit, I guess, were crawling through that bad boy. I think it was one of those transport mirrors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that.
Anyone destroyed that, but also the piles of bodies. They showed up, and eventually it's just a sword right through the boy.
At some point, does Aelin do a Avengers thing where they all portal?
Yeah, I think that is how this goes.
There's some portaling going on with Aelin's side of things.
Yeah, that happens later on. Amid the battle, yeah, they do. They kind of portal in, and then it's like, see, you're surrounded. We got you. And this is after she's had the whole Avengers Assemble with Rowan and Fenris and Lorcan.
Yes, because this is why I thought that everyone had to learn the word keys, because they use word keys to teleport.
Well, and Rowan, to be fair, was using his blood to draw a word
Yes.
arcs.
But Gabriel has to seal the gates. He fights outside it and shuts the gate behind him. Adian tries to get down to him, but Adian dies protecting the gate.
No, Adian does not die.
I did not mean to do that. Gabriel did. I'm reading somebody else's notes and they have a typo. That's okay.
If only Adian would have died. Instead, we could have kept Gabriel. He would have made Lysandra a lovely husband.
Then 6 of the Vogue princesses arrive with Maeve and Erewhon, and Aelin is trying to fake that she has her firepower to Maeve and Erewhon, and messing with them, and then trying to pit Erewhon against Maeve and telling her, actually, this has been Maeve's plan all along, and it does sow a little doubt inside of them, but it's not enough to really do much other than to delay. And I think that's when they all show up in their little teleport.
In their white tees.
In their little teleport thing. It made me think of Endgame.
Yeah, 100%.
They all
when the girl squad shows up. Oh no, it was everybody shows up.
Everybody shows up.
I forgot how that movie went.
Erewhon spotted Irene, and then he heads out to go fight her. And that whole scene is where I do have a critique.
All right, let's hear it.
I am disappointed that Erewhon's death scene was 1 chapter.
So anticlimactic. He was so easy to kill.
I don't think that it was... I think it was written well that it wasn't easy. So Dorian is posing as Irene, and then I think Irene shows up on something. And Dorian and her are using their healing powers. Fantastic. I've been wondering if that was going to be the plan the whole time. But it takes 2 of them to take him out. I believe that's all that they can really do. I don't think they did much after they took him out.
Maybe, but I feel like Dorian was just sucked dry 20 minutes before that.
And
dude is constantly used.
And that was it. I had to pause after that because I was like, that's 1 chapter. We have been waiting this entire series for 1 chapter to be done with him. I was not happy. And then it goes into Aelin against Maeve. That was really well done. I liked how the Maeve versus Aelin, Rowan, Fenris, I like how that was done. And Lorcan, I think he was also fighting her. There's the mind games. There's the teamwork. All of this. That it made me think of the stupid analogy, and I told you this, How I Met Your Mother ending.
Yeah.
You have 13 seasons of a show that it's all about him meeting his future wife, the mother of his children.
Tells his kids an awful lot about how often he and his friends were fucking.
He does. But you spend all of it to come down to the finale where he meets his wife and it's and she died. I'm actually asking because I want to date your aunt.
I'm not spoiling that show in case somebody hasn't seen it.
No, we're spoiling that show.
Okay, then it's Robin.
Yeah, I want to date Robin. I like this.
Because I'd really love to date Colby Smulders.
This whole time, I went years watching that show.
Oh, I know. You and I were all about that show forever.
Oh, because I was so excited to meet who is this woman that he falls in love with, that has this children, and he's telling them this story, all for her to be dead. In
literally, I would say it was 1 or 2 episodes.
In 2 episodes, they meet, you get to finally meet her, you see her face, you got glimpses. It's, oh my God, I'm getting irritated again, and how well this lines up with Erewhon, because you got glimpses of Erewhon throughout this series. Yeah. You got glimpses of the mother throughout the series, and you're like, is this finally the episode that we get to meet her? No. And it was the whole the whole TV show was actually about him wanting to date Robin because he lost his wife. This whole series is actually about Maeve. No, it's not actually about Maeve. But as far as the big bad person, it's actually Maeve, not Erewhon.
It is, but this is my thing with this whole scene. I get where you're coming from with it should have been more than 1 chapter. I agree. I also think we sort of neutered Erewhon in this book. He had personality, nothing like Maeve. Maeve has so much more personality.
Yeah, because we got to see her more often.
No, even in the moments where we saw Erewhon, he wasn't menacing enough. Like okay, 2-3 books ago, he shows up through the visage of a soldier with this iron heart. Aelin cannot burn that motherfucker. That was scary. You were like, holy shit, if this is just an avatar of his, she is never going to be able to kick his ass. He was so confident.
Great that it takes healers.
Yeah, she was never going to be the thing that could beat him. And I think that's great. But I'm saying we got all of this big bad buildup. And then for it to be something where it's like, through the power of friendship, they high five and he's done. I was pissed. I was pissed not because, it was only one chapter, but also the healing part of it is fine as far as a resolution to the problem. But we didn't get any of we get quick arrogance is I think all we got. Erewhon was arrogant. He talked, hey, she thinks I'm coming up here to kill you. I'm not. I'm coming up here to recruit you. Who do you think made those keys? And then Dorian's like, I'm not actually her. Haha, you've wasted your words, silly man. And then it immediately goes into the battle. Like, I don't know. It just felt so fucking fast. I wanted more fight and I wanted more back and forth, but I wanted there to be a hint of, okay, so you guys are going to try to heal him. He's clearly had centuries to figure out ways to prevent this from being an issue. But what was his, what did he have as a safeguard to prevent that from happening?
I don't think he ever expected that a god would give that level of power to one individual. He was shocked that she had that much.
They didn't have to make contact with him. They could heal him from afar, basically. How was that any different than if there was 20 Fae healers?
They didn't need to. Ended with those two.
Maeve had one healer. One big, important healer. That was enough for her to feel protected from Erewhon. That bugged me.
Maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe that was her only option. She had no other option but that one healer.
She wasn't worried about it.
She had tons of healers. Wasn't that part of
exactly.
Smack?
No, that's just it. Is she hoarded them.
Yeah.
But she had one that was with her all the time, and that was her protection against Erewhon.
It'd be silly if she had thousands of them surrounding her. She did.
Yeah,
she had hundreds of healers at Dorian, right?
At Dornell.
At Dornell.
Yeah, so she did. She had hundreds of healers. Then she went to go visit what's-his-face.
And she didn't bring any.
She didn't bring her healers. But then again, where's the owl? Like, that kept getting asked. I don't know. I found, to me, it really bothered me. I think that he could have been used more effectively in the last few chapters as something that mattered. If he would have been a character in a video game, I'd have been like, you have to be fucking kidding me. This guy sucks.
Yeah, I think I was probably thinking of it too much like video game. That your big bad characters that you are prepping the entire game to go fight, you do multiple rounds before you actually finish them.
That's it.
Like in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, you have Ganon that you only hear about the entire gameplay. Everywhere you're going, everyone's talking about Ganon, all the things that he's doing, all of his destruction, and how we need your help, blah, blah,
Actually,
blah.
it's a pretty good analog.
It is.
The fog and the gloom.
And then you get to fight Ganon, and it's not an easy fight.
It's more than the power of friendship.
It does. And I think that's what you got that out of Maeve, though. Maeve was multiple chapters. So Maeve is against Aelin. Everyone shows up and she starts playing these mind games. She can't tell the difference. And I think the same thing happens to Rowan, to Fenris, to Lorcan. And eventually Aelin can fight through it. And that's the first time anyone has ever done that. And especially without any magic. She has the willpower to fight against
Maeve.
Maeve.
And that drop of her mom's magic, to be fair. It's brought up that drop of her mom's magic is a factor.
Oh my god. I just realized, wait, we were given the little sneak peek of Aelin having water power. Didn't
she has
we?
Healing magic. She has a drop.
Healing.
She has a drop of healing magic from her mom, which is, it's presented as water power.
That was the problem. I didn't understand healing magic at that time when that was shared, that she had a drop of her mother's power.
Yeah, and I just think, and I think you're right.
Isn't she manipulating water?
But look at how, yeah, and that's the thing. I think it's presented as also a manipulation of water.
So Irene could be doing so much more?
I don't think so. I think Irene's operating at the capacity she's capable of operating with. I don't know that all healing type magic is presented as water. But I think it's a bit of water presents healing.
Well, Erewhon made it sound like she is
is
essentially a life creator.
Who?
Erewhon about Irene?
No, sure, potentially. She molds and changes things. And that's where I see it as fire is destruction. Water would be the opposition to that.
Yeah. Okay.
But my whole thing with the Erewhon Maeve deal is Maeve seemed like a sniveling teenage girl when she was fighting Aelin with, what's his name? Erewhon. Like, I don't know. Aelin did a good job of talking shit. But then Maeve constantly defending herself against Aelin, but to Erewhon. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because Aelin's saying things like, she actually has healers in there for you. She has a trap for you in there. And then Maeve is like, no, I don't.
Yeah, like there's just a million of those moments where I was like, oh, cool. So this is all going to matter. It really didn't. He eventually left on his own accord because he saw a healer up there, which was great. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't like, oh, fuck, Mom. Turns out Maeve's horrible bitch. I should kill her.
It was it sowed some doubt enough that she was able to buy time for them to make the decision of what to do, because
the purpose behind it I'm not taking issue with. I'm taking issue with the fact that what the fuck, why was he seen as this big bad dude? Why did we get so much buildup and then it was such a limp dick effort in the end? I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, no, it sounds like exactly what my
that is what I'm saying is I'm with you on this. I feel like it really sucked, maybe even for different reasons. But I also feel like Maeve, the fight with Maeve, I appreciated more. But I was actually more amazed at Maeve when she caught Dorian in Morduva. Morath. There we go. When she caught Dorian in Morath, I was like, oh, fuck. She's scary. Like, she immediately recognized his magic.
But it's been told to us that the princesses are worse than the princes. So it makes sense that Maeve is worse than Erewhon and his brothers. And Maeve has been lying to us that they are worse than her. So I'm settling with, yes, Erewhon has been built up and that it ended up being this. But I think that it makes more sense that your big bad character, the actual worst one of all, is Maeve. She is a queen. It's been told to us that
totally agreed.
Women are worse than the men in that world, and that her fight needed to take longer and take a bigger team.
Sure, it just didn't take a more capable one. I think that's the part that irks me. You could have both of these things. The fact that Dorian was only there to kill off Erewhon absolutely befuddles me. I don't know. I'm being harder on it now than I should have been.
Oh, and it ends with Aelin plays. I forgot about this. I think Fenris stabs Maeve at some point in the back, and Aelin places Silba's ring on Maeve's finger and beheads her. And the Volg armies immediately stop and collapse. Erewhon's gone. Maeve is gone. And it ends. They solved it.
That was, what a bright, sunshiny way to end this. The whole time it was just a hive mind.
Yeah, they're little parasites with hive mind, yeah.
Yeah. If they're worried that these
people I didn't think you guessed a hive mind. Pisses me off. You said that probably in book fucking 1.
I might have.
But I think it was a joke. I don't think it was a serious guess.
I think we had these discussions, but yeah, I think it just wrapped up too neatly for me.
And then the last chapters 117 all the way to the end, is tying up all the loose ends for every single character.
It did not end.
I thought this was a little long. So earlier when you said it could have gone to 130 chapters, I'm like, oh, no, please no.
I didn't mean 130 chapters of you just listing one thing after another that's happening immediately afterward. I'm saying we could have had some build up through there. Another 2 chapters or a chapter and a half on Erewhon would have been awesome. Nice. We could have had, listen, and I've given my critiques for the most part. I think 80% of this book, no, I would say 90% of this book was my second favorite book in this series.
Yes, I like this one, but I like the Rowan book more when we first meet him.
I like Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass was still my favorite of the bunch.
I don't remember what my favorite is.
I think Throne of Glass was my favorite. And then it's 90% of this one, or it's the book where Dorian gets his powers.
Yes.
Because that was a wild moment. Dorian got his powers, and Rowan came flying in, beheading witches and shit.
That was a really great scene. I loved it.
Yeah,
between
Manon
Dorian and Manon, and then Dorian and, yeah, excellent.
Totally agree.
So Falcon finds Lysandra, all that fortune exchanging. Darrow welcomes Aelin in as a queen.
Like there was a fucking choice.
Yeah, there was no other option. And Aelin offers Gavriel the blood oath in his death to honor him. That did happen. I did finally find it. That happened in 117. Lorcan asks Alid to go with him, and I think he binds his life to her, so then he lives as long as a human.
This doesn't average out between them?
No, you don't get to pick the longer life. Otherwise, I think
all right, fair enough.
He can choose his regular life or a shorter life, and he chooses that.
Does he stay young right up through the end?
I question this also. Do you just stay youthful and you die at a same time as her?
Yeah, if it's just your life, not aging, this makes more sense to me.
I don't know.
I don't think he's aging with her.
Yeah, I think that if he binds his life to her, that means that when she dies is when he dies.
Yeah, like she gets stabbed tomorrow in the supermarket. My boy Lorcan's out.
It's pretty romantic, really. I kind of hate that.
Yeah, it's a real Romeo and Juliet thing.
I like it. It really shows your dedication. It's like, I am not only willing to be with you, I'm willing to die significantly early for you.
If you bind them together, it's sort of a murder-suicide pact.
It is.
Good for that.
That's kind of what's going on with Irene and Chaol. They're bound together, too.
Are they?
Yeah, I think if one dies, the other does.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm into that, too.
She's going to start her own Torre. And then she has a little moment with whoever the main lady is. She's like, I hope I haven't disappointed you by leaving so early. And she's like, what? Girl, you saved the world.
Dude, I love the old lady. She's my hero. I adore her.
She was great. She just kind of goes off into the sunset and goes back down to Southern
She's going to go read.
She's like, bye. Chaol, obviously, he becomes king. He talks with his mother. And
well, he's not really a king, is he?
No, he's whatever.
Okay. He's like a duke or something.
Yeah.
He's the Duke of Weselton.
The Krakens find Manon, and there's a flower there that shows that the wastes are coming back. And I am still bitter about Manon, and I was especially so in that chapter. Because you know who didn't get to see the flower or the waste? The 13.
Manon was their flower of the waste. She brings up Dorian's like, hey, baby, you can always come visit me in the castle. And she's like, it's a 2-hour flight. I'll be there every so often, big dog.
Or maybe she'll put somebody else in charge and she'll come stay.
Yeah. Which I was like, this sounds pretty sweet. You guys could just, well, then it's brought up. You guys could just get married and rule them both.
Yeah, Irene just says it outright. And they're like, oh, don't say that. That's so rude. She's like, whatever.
Yeah. I don't need to be polite anymore.
I'm pregnant. I say what I'm out.
Oh, look at me go.
Aelin becomes the queen of the West, the Dornell area.
Nice.
Aedion has his blood oath, and she has her coronation. A whole lot is happening in that.
It's like the end of Shrek is what this is to me now. It's just, and then I saw her face, and that's her all this. I'm believing.
That's one analogy. I was thinking of the cheesy ending for Lord of the Rings, where it was more ethereal. And
you're right. Yours was a better description.
Dreamy. And
that's sort of what Shrek was.
And I think I was just mad at their dreamy, happy ending, and everyone's there. And I'm like, you know who's not dreamy and happy? Manon.
She is happy in the end. She's happier with her ending than you are.
No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
There's some little wyvern eggs that I think they're going to try raising.
Or cooking.
I think that's what Dorian's job is. Was it? Is that what he was headed to do?
I don't know. Last I heard, he was raising dogs, and they didn't all turn out well. I don't know if I trust him with this.
Yep. Dorian is the one who's going to take care of the baby wyverns and train them. And that's when he...
Yeah, because he doesn't have enough responsibilities putting his kingdom back together. He's the third king in 6 months in that place.
Some more little happy ending stuff. Not a whole lot. Aline and Lorcan are married. Adie and Lysandra plan to marry. And the king's flame blooms, and that's the end of the book.
Yeah, it's such a weird buttoned-up ending. Like, I'm happy for everybody. I just, goddamn, I did not need 5 fucking chapters of it.
I think it drug on a little bit, but it's fine because it tied up all the loose ends. And if they weren't tied up, I was not going to be happy. So that's just fine that it took a little bit.
I think it would have been cooler to have been like, 5 years later, this is how everybody's doing. That would have meant more to me. Then let's just have a party and then talk about how great it is right now immediately after the war.
I've never finished a series since we started this. This is the first time I've got to hear an ending.
And how do you feel?
I think it's fine, and it's going to get me my hopes up for the Fourth Wing series, and that it better tie up this nice. But I don't have my hopes up.
Fourth Wing, I can't talk about it. There's one character in that that's fucked me up since book 1. She already has got me.
That's why I don't think it's going to tie up this nicely like this series did.
I'm actually curious about Akatar. Does the book that's coming out in a handful of months, does that end that series or no?
No, there's another book that comes out in January.
Okay.
And that might be the finale? I don't know.
Interesting.
I haven't looked too far into it. I just know there's one coming up at the end of, or here in the fall, and then again in the winter.
Okay. All right.
4.5 stars for this one. What about the whole series? What do you give the whole series?
Okay, so I've been thinking about this, and it's really complicated. Because if this book had, if I ignore the last 7 chapters of this book probably would have been damn near a 5. It was so good. The series as a whole, I really, really like. I think it's better than its parts, if that makes sense. Out of these 8 books, there were 3 5-star books for me. Well, there were 2 5-star books for me in these 8. But I think as far as a series goes, to me, the Mistborn series is a 5 out of 5.
You can't compare this to that.
Dude, you really, truly can. It's a complete, now that's just a trilogy, but no matter how you choose to look at it, the way that it wraps up, the way it moves through itself, that's a 5 out of 5 series. This, I don't feel quite as satisfied with, but this told a much bigger story. Kind of. Yeah, it was a broader scope. So, man, I'm going to have to go like 4.8, maybe 4.
For the series?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm there with you. Yeah.
I said it wasn't perfect, but goddamn.
I wish that Kale and Irene's book was
shorter,
as big as Assassin's Blade.
I would say that you could have put those 2 books, the one just prior to it, we were supposed to tandem read those, and that may have made this better for me.
I don't know. People who were tandem reading were having a really hard time.
I'd say because those were both really slow books. So I think I would have had a challenge there.
I would recommend this book over the Akatar series to a new fantasy reader. And that's because I love Aelin so much. I adore her. I like her. I like her decision making. I like when she is faced with revenge, she takes it.
I mean, yeah, I think what I'll say is I like Aelin. I like Selena more than I like Feyre. I like Aelin maybe a hint more than Feyre, but it's a tight race. I like Rhysand better than I like every other male character in this book other than Dorian and Gavriel.
What? Gavriel's even mentioned? He's a mention?
I think so. I really liked that he was the moral compass. He's an old character that seemed to let people go through what they were going through. And he just wanted to be a dad.
I don't feel bad for him.
I do. He was manipulated by an evil fucking Volg bitch queen to miss his son's entire fucking childhood. And then spent his remaining years trying to make up for that in any way that he could while not expecting any sort of forgiveness or anything in return from his son. Gave his life protecting.
That
Everything that
storyline
values.
is enough to get him in the conversation with Rhysand and Dorian?
No, I'm saying in this book, I think my favorite characters in this series, probably Dorian.
Okay, that's your number one.
Yep. And then, then it would probably be Gabriel. It's my second favorite character in this book. Yeah.
Who's third?
It's tough. Because I like Lorcan's power set enough that he's fucking cool. But that's just power fantasy nonsense for me. Well, I guess I'd give it to our healer. Irene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's four?
Nezrin?
What? Nezrin in 5?
I haven't got that far to really think about it, honestly. Fenris, probably. He's right up there. He's fucking useful.
Fenris is fine. That's fine to be on in your top 5. I'm shocked that...
Maybe Maeve is 6, to be real honest. She's fucking interesting and cool. The old lady healers. All the old ladies. Actually, I'm a fan of all of those.
All of these people are before Aelin?
Aelin is not in my top 10 in this book.
What about Rowan? Is he on a top 10?
No. Rowan's way below.
Lysandra?
Yes. Never mind. Lysandra's 3.
Adian?
No. He doesn't. I don't know where he's at. He doesn't even exist in my list. Now, I would say Selena is in my top 5. She just quit existing so early. But her attitude was more fun than everybody else's.
Who are your top 3 least favorite characters?
Adian.
As number 1? He's
got to be right up there.
I've
never enjoyed him at all in any of these books. He's done nothing for me. And then Archer.
There is no Archer.
There is an Archer. He was in book 2 and 3, I believe, of this. He was killed in the caves.
Oh my god, the guy that got beheaded by Aelin.
He's very handsome, but he was a problem.
That Chaol held it over her head.
Mm-hmm.
She would do that.
Yeah. And then I think... And then Cain. Those are my 3 least favorite characters in this series.
Okay, I was thinking Chaol was going to be in your top 3. So that's good.
No, Caol is a weird middling character that really disliked him. Then I kind of thought he'd redeem himself, and then he fucked up again. And then I kind of liked him a little bit, and then he'd fuck up again. He's like a friend of a friend. I can put up with him. He's necessary for the book because he keeps my healer happy. Now, if he fucks up the relationship with the healer, he's going way down. He's bottom 5. Sartak, I don't really give a shit about, but I appreciate that he's there. Credit to him. I thought he was going to turn out to be a dick.
I like Sartak.
Yeah, he's not a problem. I like Sartak more than I like Rome.
I like that they didn't like the cold.
I also appreciate that.
I like that's mentioned. That they're like, oh my gosh, this is never-ending cold.
Yeah, but what kind of a dick also doesn't pack his lady boots? You convince this girl who's in a relationship to come on your mountain adventure, and you don't make sure she's got warm fucking shoes first.
Are you talking about Sartak or Chaol?
Yeah. No, Sartak. I would say he was inconsiderate, but, that's just his thing. Yeah, I would say that's kind of how it went. Maeve, as far as a villain goes, she might be the most compelling Sarah J. Maas villain so far.
Pretty good, yeah.
How do you feel about this? Give me your top 5 characters in this book.
Dorian.
In the series.
Dorian.
Yep.
Manon.
Oh, yeah, shit, Manon. She's in mine, too. I forgot about that.
Aelin.
Oh, okay. Aelin or Selena?
I'm going to go with both. They're the same. I don't...
Well, they're very different characters.
And I like Lysandra.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I had to pick a 5th?
Well, I was giving you Aelin and Selena, but sure, go ahead. Pick
Rowan. Easy.
Did you already say him? No, you didn't.
Easy.
Easy? Number 5, so easy. All right, come on, keep going.
I don't know. Who are my other options?
Oh my God. There's 1,000 characters in this book.
Fenris. Really, really love him. Who, honestly, a little more impressive than Rowan at times. As far as his dedication to
yes. Thank
how
you.
far he's willing to go to help her.
My man broke the blood oath on his own.
There was something that happened with Maeve that was really impressive. I don't remember. He saved Aelin's life. Wasn't Maeve going after Aelin and he then struck her in the back?
Yeah, he's the fucking man. This is the thing. Fenris is unbelievably cool.
Yeah.
And now the only downside to Fenris is sometimes he flirts a little bit with Aelin. I'm like, fucking quit this night.
With their little eye blinks, their little secret code.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, I understand you guys are trauma bonded, but still, I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out. That lady she's more or less married. According to her, she's married.
Those are my top characters, yeah.
There you go, that's fair. Give me your top 5 least favorite.
Wait, least?
Bottom
I
5.
don't know. They're so least that I wouldn't think about them.
Oh, okay. K-Hole doesn't make that list for you, huh?
I don't enjoy him anymore. I do remember that there's an embarrassing time there at the beginning that I was like, oh my God.
Did we ever figure out what the fuck happened to Dorian's parents? Dorian's mom and brother? Did we figure out what happened to them?
They left Dad.
Yeah.
Because he was
But
a
then
dick.
what?
They just ran. They were just like, I'm out of
We
here.
never, in our happy ending, they didn't get brought up.
I think they packed their suitcases and were like, we're going to go live with Grandma. And then K-All took over. Oh, Dorian. Never mind. Dorian's parents? No.
No, Dorian's mom and brother.
We don't know.
Really?
I don't think.
I can't believe we got that loose end.
No
That's
way.
crazy.
There's
They must be dead. They must be.
Oh, yeah. I think there was some communication that Dorian told them to stay hiding at their mountain residence.
Okay. So who the fuck ever told them to come out of hiding?
Well, Dorian knows where they're at.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
he'll send his girlfriend someday.
Mm.
Okay, all right. Ooh, actually, on other list of favorite characters, I want to include Sartak's sister, who's not really his sister.
Asar?
No, the other one. The one that also flies rooks. And she's
Forte?
Borte and shit. Oh, so I like Caution, it turns out. He was cool. But Borte and what's his name? No-Go. The fuck's his name?
There's so many goddamn names.
Yeah, but this one's fun because it's not like a real name. Like, it is a real name, but it's kind of not.
I know that Forte's husband is Urine.
That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, Borte's husband. I also really like him.
Or whatever, fiance.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I like him a lot too. But if I'm comparing this series to the other series, the difference of my affection for the characters in the other series, so much higher. The characters that I like in the other series, I like more than I like these characters that I like. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think having a satisfying ending, I don't feel the need to keep thinking about the book anymore.
I'm just going to keep asking about Dorian's family and some of the loose ends we didn't get tied up.
Yeah, we'll never know the baby's name.
We'll never know. I'm sure it was going to be Ryan Jr.
Gonna be another Dorian.
Dorian the Third.
That actually makes sense that K-All would name his son Dorian.
Oh, yeah, because K-Hole gets to decide. What about Irene?
Well, I'm just
Maybe
saying.
she'll name it,
Aelin.
Oh, yeah, that'd be funny.
That's
Kind of a
little
unisex
fucked up.
name.
That would be messed up. No, that better not happen.
Yeah, it could be insulting. She'll name him Selena to honor Aelin's past. Hey, you know who we had a moment with, though, again?
Who?
A moment with our Assassin King. Came up in Aelin's trauma that Maeve was giving her.
Right. Erewhon.
No,
Nope.
Arabin.
Arabin.
Hommel.
I was gonna make the comment that you always mix those two up, and then I did it.
No, it's okay. I constantly fuck it up. But yeah, Arabin showed up. He's like, God damn, I trained you to withstand torture, and this is what you're capable of. And I was like, oh my God, her inner monologue is that dipshit. But he's back. And it kind of made me a little bit, for a moment, I was just like, good to see a friendly face. And I was like, wait a minute, he was never a friendly face.
No. And then
Wild.
what's his name? Oh my gosh, it was horrible. So well done that I really enjoyed Maeve's mind
scene.
games because she also brought back that psychopath.
Yeah. Cage. No. What was his name? I can't remember his name.
We'll remember it tonight
We will.
when we're falling asleep.
When we're in bed.
Oh my God. Before we finish up this last episode,
I'm already done, baby.
I want to review some of the comments that we got on our last episode from Cynthia because we can't include them in the next episode.
Perfect.
One of the biggest things she pointed out was it's Rowan Whitehorn,
What?
not Ash River.
Whitethorn?
Whitethorn. She might have had a typo. Let me do that again.
Oh, she's right. It's Rowan Whitethorn.
Then it's Rowan Whitethorn Galathinius.
Yeah.
Still not Ash River. It's Aelin Ash River Galathinius. Ash River is from the mom's side, and Galathinius is dad's side. They're technically related from mom's side. Ash River and Whitethorn is the sister gods, their lineage.
Okay, all right. So Rowan's first cousin is her fifth cousin twice removed. Is that what we're getting from this?
We don't need to dive into it. All that matters is that you were wrong and his last name doesn't include Ash River.
Honestly, good job, Cynthia. I did fuck that up. You're so right.
She says, who's to say Lysandra wasn't giving blowjobs? Also, who's to say...
Giving or getting?
Giving.
To whom?
What did you fucking say?
I don't know. I almost never know what I'm saying.
Something about blowjobs. As maybe she was shape-shifting and blowing people? That sounds
Just
like something.
fandoms? Oh. Because I said that she was only a prostitute for one person because he bought her.
Or was that in this very episode? And because we're recording this later.
Is it the most recent one on our
Patreon stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's referring to. I listened to it last week.
Also, who's to say Arobin wasn't abusive with his mood swings? Okay, yep.
Oh, she's right.
Also, didn't he fuck her when he was imagining Aelin, and when Aelin wasn't obedient, he was taking his anger out on her and her lady parts? Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's pretty much saying that Lysandra went through, even though she was a prostitute for one man, is still horrific.
I do agree. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I clearly fucked up.
I give you so many opportunities.
Oh, no, I believe that. It seems like something that you would help guide me away from, and I would keep doubling down, thinking I'd really caught the thread of something. I did not.
No.
All right, hold on. Cynthia has more, I assume?
She does have more.
Okay,
things.
This is totally fine. Is it all about that, though, still?
No.
All right, so I want to take a moment. And number one, I want to thank Cynthia for being vigilant to my bullshit, and Adriana for leaving it in there and letting people know. Little joke there. Yo, come on, Adri. If you or anybody who are listening, if it matters to you, I sincerely did not think that through. I should have been far more considerate to those things.
So how do you feel about Lysandra now, where she pointed out
I always
that...
liked Lysandra. I don't remember what.
No, I know. We adore Lysandra. It was that Adian made her feel worse than...
Oh, than when she was a prostitute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I know that I'm so wrong because a little part of me wants to double down and be like, well, she really feels bad because she was abused, not because she was a prostitute.
Oh my God.
But
I think for you just always play devil's advocate. If there's one take,
do.
you just want to be the antithesis, and our daughter is the same.
I know. What an exhausting thing for you to live with.
And then when both of you are being the antithesis to each other.
Oh, it's awesome. No, you know what? I think she's right. I apologize, Cynthia and other people who have listened.
She also says, I told you about Dorian and Manon. Their loves are cute as fuck. Absolutely.
Totally
Their
agree.
relationship is adorable. And she did her ranking of couples.
Ooh, let's hear it. Dorian and Manon, number one.
No. Number one for her is Aelin and Rowan.
What the fuck is happening here? Damn it.
2, Manon and Dorian.
Okay, yeah.
3, Nezrin and Sartak.
Nice. Okay, that's fine.
Love the rankings. But this is why I wanted to take a moment and record when I saw her comments, is this one right here. The couple that never was, Fenris and Lysandra.
Yeah, and I think it would have been better than
So
Adian and
much better.
Lysandra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's the problem, is Lysandra is the best character and Adian sucks. So,
And Fenris, incredible.
Also
so
a
in
great
my
character.
head, what happens is Adian and Lysandra are going to break up and she's going to be with Fenris.
okay, all right.
That's what happens.
But we don't know that Fenris is straight either.
No, we don't.
I mean, for that matter, it could have been like Fenris and Lorcan could have had weird hate sex. Like,
But I love that relationship,
I do
Fenris and
too.
Lysandra.
you know what? I'm with her on that one. Lysandra alone is great, and Fenris alone is great. Adian really is the only thing that fucks that up.
She also agrees with us that it felt rushed, but she kind of felt like that with a lot of series
That's fair.
as it's going through. She liked the little fun fact about a crow and what it means. I want to just have a moment going through those and
No, that's totally fair. You know what? I appreciate you holding me accountable, Cynthia. Thank you. No, I just feel bad that, I probably went a little far with that one. I am, legitimately, I'm glad.
I love you.
Because it hit my ear funny listening to it. I'm like, God damn, why was I on this side of that? But I love you.
You're my bestie.
You're my bestie. Thank you guys for supporting us. It's been a good time. If you'd like more,
Follow us here, TikTok or Instagram. Fable, if you want to join our book club. Patreon, if you want episodes early.
drop it on Tuesdays if you're into that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. Episodes are releasing on Tuesdays. If there's a two-parter, it's going to be on Thursdays.
We accept 5-star reviews and nothing less. If you leave something less, you're a motherfucker.
No!
Oh.
Honest reviews.
Not that honest. Only leave a review if you're willing to be a 5-star honest person. Should we come up with something mean to say to him on the way out? I kind of want to pick on him.
No, I
don't
would say
want that
love
mood.
you. Bye.
Oh, you can tell him that you love him.
Okay.
I won't.
Love you guys before Ryan bullies you out of here.
I'm fine with most of you. I love you, bye.